ओज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे हे श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So today we are discussing the story of a great Rajarshi. The great Rajarshi called King Anga. So he is the descendant of Maharaja Dhruva. Dhruva is son of Uttanapada. Uttanapada is son of Swayambhuva Manu. Swayambhuva Manu is son of Lord Brahma. And Brahma is created by Lord Vishnu. This is the chain of disciplic succession coming down to Anga. So Maharaja Anga was considered to be great saintly king. He is called Rajarshi. Ango Ashwamedham Rajarshi. So this Anga Rajarshi performed Ashwamedha sacrifice. Ashwamedha sacrifice means leaving a horse specifically meant for sacrifice. Not that one can select any horse. Those horses, particular Jivatma, which has done great tapasya in the previous life, to become a horse to be sacrificed in yajna. So this is explained. Not that one can take any horse, any goat, any cow and sacrifice. Because yajnik horse. And this horse will have special features. Unlike other horses, these horses look differently. The expert yajnik brahmanas can identify this horse is not ordinary horse. This is yajna horse, Ashwamedha horse. And such horse will not be used for any other material purpose. Sitting on that horse, riding on the horse is not allowed. That horse is meant for the Lord. And that horse should not be stopped by anybody. It may come to anybody's field, anybody's house, anybody's place. Nobody is allowed to stop that horse. Because that horse is very special feature. It has done a great tapasya to become sacrifice horse in the next life. And such horse is selected. Since it's a yajnik horse, and the king who decides to perform Ashwamedha yajna, first of all, the king has to know his qualification. Whether he is qualified to perform Ashwamedha yajna. What is the qualification? He should be a strongest Kshatriya on the planet of Earth. Only he is allowed to perform Ashwamedha sacrifice. The strongest Kshatriya on the planet of Earth. For that he has to prove. So this horse will go to one continent to another continent, one kingdom to another kingdom. And nobody is supposed to stop. If anybody stops, anybody ties down this horse, and this king who wants to perform Ashwamedha yajna will rage a war against that king and defeat him, make him surrender. then moves on. This is how the king has to prove his qualification. The qualified king is allowed to perform Ashwamedha Yajna. It requires huge amount of wealth to perform Ashwamedha Yajna. When the Yudhishthira wanted to perform Ashwamedha Yajna in the Dwapara Yuga, considered to be a very rich king, the king of Hastinapura, but there was a shortage of wealth. He was not able to perform because there is no sufficient money. Then Krishna gave an idea to Arjuna. You go to the north of the country in Himalayas, where there is a treasure of gold, you bring it. That is why Arjuna's name came as Dhananjaya. So he brought the wealth for the Ashwamedha sacrifice. You can imagine, qualified king who is the best Kshatriya on the planet of Earth should be having so much wealth. Then call all the qualified Brahmanas who will chant mantras by which the Devatas will appear, Vishnu will appear. For their call, all the Devatas will come. And such a powerful Brahmana is allowed to perform Ashwamedha Yajna. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, in the Kali Yuga, this is not allowed. Because you don't find such Kshatriya, you don't find such Brahmana. Then how will you perform Ashwamedha Yajna or any bali sacrifice? All this bali is done in a Kali Yuga only to eat meat. This is not the purpose of Ashwamedha Yajna. That horse which is sacrificed will be given a new life immediately. Either it will become new horse, or it could be a human being, or it could become Devata. Depends on the discretion of the Brahmanas and Devatas. Devatas will bless that horse. That is why this soul has done tapasya to become sacrificing horse. Because very quickly you can progress. It's a great boon to become sacrificing horse. And such horse is not available, such Brahmana is not available, such Kshatriya is not available in the age of Kali Yuga. Therefore, the Kali Yuga's Yajna is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ashwamedham Gavanambham Sannyasam Phalapaitrukam Devarena Sutotpatihi Kali Pancham Tyajet. 5 things should not be performed in Kali Yuga. Ashwamedha, horse sacrifices. Gavalambha, cow sacrifice. Sannyasam, accepting the renounced order of life. Then Phalapaitrukam, offering meat to the forefathers. And Devarena Stotpatihi, producing children in brothers' wives. So these 4 things are prohibited in the age of Kali, the scriptures have told. Then what should be done in Kali Yuga? Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Namaiva Kevalam, Talau Nastiva, 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 Nathiganta. You see how important to know chanting of holy name is the process for Kali Yuga. So now what happened to Anga? He performed Ashwamedha Yajna with the expert Brahmanas. He is a Rajarshi. He is qualified. Brahmanas are qualified. Still, no Devatas are coming to receive his oblation. What is wrong? Anga started worrying. What is wrong? What did I do wrong? Brahmanas chanted rightly. Brahmanas said we chanted the mantra correctly. Anga is a Rajarshi. He is the best king on the planet of Earth. And he is just a descendant of Maharaja Dhruva. And why the demigods, Devatas are not coming? Then Brahmanas explained to King Anga The reason why Brahmanas are not coming because there are certain sinful activities which you have performed in the past. See, though it's a Swayambhuva Manu, the first Manu of the Brahma's day, soul is eternal. That soul is coming from previous Kalpa, the previous day of the Brahma. And soul has done some certain sinful activities, not Devatas are not ready to come. Not ready to accept. The meaning, to give charity you should be qualified, to perform yajna you should be qualified, not sufficient. Even you are qualified, person who is receiving charity, receiving the oblation may also reject. If somebody accepts your charity, somebody accepts your seva, actually it's a great boon. That is why the spiritual master, Guru, is considered to be extremely merciful. He trains his disciples and accepts their seva. Gurus are very strict. They will not accept anybody and everybody as a disciple. Somebody should go tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnana jnanenas tattvadarshinaha. We should go, beg them, serve them, satisfy them, humbly ask questions to them. Then they may give you service. They may give you transcendental knowledge. Therefore, we are telling Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is extraordinarily merciful. Srila Prabhupada is extraordinarily merciful. Nobody from America wrote a letter to Prabhupada, come to America, we want render service to you. He went there and he taught them how to do service. They did not know. They were all chanting wrongly. They were doing service wrongly. And Prabhupada had to correct them, but he was so merciful to receive their seva. So the receiving seva, somebody, Guru receives our seva, we should understand, we are not benefiting Guru by serving Guru. Guru is benefiting us by receiving our seva. Vaishnava's mercy, we receive seva. We are not doing great benefit to anybody. They are doing benefit to us. You can see in this story of Anga, though he is qualified, though he is eligible, Devatas are not. Everything is perfect. Meaning, he has done some reason. There must be reason. Brahmana said there must be a reason. This Anga was married to a queen, Suniti. She is the daughter of death personified, Mrityu. And that is also because of the higher arrangement of karma. He received a wife who is daughter of Mrityu, and he didn't have any children. So he doesn't have a child, and Ashwamedha Yajna is not being received by Devatas. The Anga considered this to be very, very, the life is not worthy of living. So then he consulted the great learned sages. They said, you do one thing, you perform sacrifice to please Vishnu. Vishnu is extraordinarily merciful. If Vishnu is pleased, then all Devatas will follow. They will also come. You try to please Vishnu. Then Anga performed another sacrifice, asking for son and pleasing Vishnu. Putra Kameshti Yada. He performed. As he is performing, very successfully performed and pleased Lord Vishnu. And from the Yajna Purusha appeared with the Amrita in the hand, special food, and which was given to Anga's wife. And Anga's wife became pregnant. So now Anga was satisfied. Okay, now Vishnu has come. Then Vishnu came, all the Devatas also came. So he felt happy. Now that Devatas have come, Vishnu has received, and my wife also become pregnant. All my problems are sorted out. But what does Krishna say? The material world is Dukkhalayam Ashashwatam. Don't be happy. Don't think that happiness will be forever in your life. Don't think unhappiness is also forever in your life. Both will come and go. Matras parshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkhada agama paina anityaha tam titikshasva bharata. This is anitya. This will come and go. Don't get too much elated. I am so great now. The time will come. Don't say I am the strongest, I am the richest, I am the most intelligent. Time will come, all that will go away. Don't also worry. Oh, I am in a lot of trouble, a lot of problem. My life is full of anxiety and distress. That is also temporary. That also will go away. So now Anga is happy. A child was born. Anga's child, he kept the name as Vena. This Vena, the child, by birth, he acquired the quality of his maternal grandfather. Who is his maternal grandfather? Death personified, Mrityu. From child he was very cruel. This all background, the sinful tendency in us manifests in a soul in various ways. Some children are very pious. If one ant dies, the child will cry. If something happens, if the rat is killed, the child will protest. Why you kill? And some children, you will see, they take pleasure in killing the insects, killing the cockroach, killing the ants. They take pleasure. How all this background is coming? Because that Atma is having some background in the past. That is why we say we should not acquire sinful qualities in us. We perform Ekadashi Upavas every 15 days. Why? If you consume grain on Ekadashi, we are acquiring sinful qualities in you. Therefore, the Lord Vishnu gets very pleased if you perform Ekadashi Vrat. If you do Ekadashi Vrat, why Lord is happy? Because you are getting liberated from all the sinful reactions. You are becoming devotee. Therefore, it is said in the scriptures, if you perform one Ekadashi Upavas, Lord will give you the blessings, the benefit of performing 100 Ashwamedha Yagas. Now we just discussed 100 Ashwamedha Yaga. One yaga is so difficult. Anga was not able to perform. You can acquire them by performing one Ekadashi Vrata. Anyway, this Vena was very, very sinful. He used to perform a lot of sinful from the child. He would go to play with his friends and he would kill them all and come. And kill them and throw him in the river and come. Beat them. He's a prince. Who can question him? His father Anga was repenting. He tried to change him, to try to teach him. Such a bad son he has got. He's a Rajarshi. And he's saying his son is so sinful. He has acquired the quality of Mrityu. It's very painful to see day and night. Anga is not able to sleep. He is crying, what can I do? He's trying to change the son. Son is adamant. He was going around everywhere and torturing everybody. Killing cows, killing brahmanas, killing pious people, children, women, and he will come back. King is unable to take any action. His own son, he was waiting for one son to take birth. And he said, better to have no son than have a bad son. So we should know. Sometimes if something has not happened in your life, you should know Krishna wants something good for you. So Anga started thinking, why did I get a son? Better to have no son. Was repenting. Then he had no other way. He was thinking very bad, very negatively. Suddenly, he got a thought, very positive thinking. He got, maybe Krishna wants me to get detached from all the attractions and attachment I have. Attachment for my son, attachment for my wife, attachment for my kingdom, attachment for my citizens. Lord Krishna wants me to go back to home, God, back to Krishna. I will consider this as a blessings of the Lord, all that suffering which has come. And the devotee of Krishna will take like this. When you have a problem in front of you, trouble in front of you, you see this is unsolvable. Then you should think, okay, maybe it is for me to develop vairagya for the material world. If you remember in earlier one class I explained how Srila Prabhupada, his life he quoted. When Srila Prabhupada wanted, those days it was very common, Prabhupada wanted to have a second marriage. He went to his father and said, Prabhupada's father, Gaura Mohan Dev, was a pure devotee of Lord. And he never wanted his son to go to West and become a lecturer, drinking wine and women hunter and doing all sinful activities. And he said, Srila Prabhupada's father said, my son should become servant of Radharani. That is my desire. So he was a pure devotee. So he went to his father and said, I'm not liking my wife. I'm thinking I should get married again. His father said, my dear son, Prabhupada says this in his lecture. My father said, my dear son, if you are not liking your wife, it is good for you. Meaning, you see, in the adverse situations in life, a devotee of Krishna sees positivity. Devotee of Krishna sees, okay, I'm not able to do this, I'm not able to get this, I do not have this in life, good for me. Let me get detachment to this material. Let me take this opportunity to develop attachment to the lotus feet of Krishna. It's an opportunity. I have nobody. That's what Krishna says. If somebody I favor so much, somebody I like so much, I take away everything from that person. So that person does not have anything, then the whole society will reject that person. Then without any option, he will come and surrender to me. That's a favor of Krishna. That's a great favor of the Lord. We may consider it is a curse. Everything is taken away. That's why Krishna's another name is called Hari. Hari means one who takes the things. He takes all our material possessions. But when he will take, when you become very dear to Krishna, when you are ready, when such taking will increase your attachment to Krishna. Now if Krishna takes from us, instead of going near to Krishna, we will go away from Krishna. I went to ISKCON, I chanted Hare Krishna mantra, I'm doing Ekadashi Upavas, I'm following all those things, but all bad things are happening in my life, Swamiji. All bad things are happening. I don't know what is going on. Then somebody goes and tells that person, don't go to ISKCON, it will not work. You go to Sai Baba. So then it will work. So then you try another option. Such person Krishna will not take away. When Krishna sees me taking away, will increase your attachment to my lotus feet, then he will take. Then Krishna will take away. And Srila Prabhupada was very successful businessman. He was opening so many pharmaceutical shops all over Kolkata, Prayagraj, Lucknow, starting business in Bombay. When Srila Prabhupada decided my life is only for serving the Lord, then one of his shops burned in fire, another shop something else. He got the news. Somebody has plundered the things. Business is collapsing. And Prabhupada came to know. He's looking at the news that has happened and he's laughing and smiling. Now Krishna is favoring me. Krishna is taking away everything from me. That means now I have no other option than serving the lotus feet of the Lord. Because sometimes the jiva has to realize that I have nobody other than Krishna in my life. All other thinking is false. He is there, she is there, the family is there, money is there, property is there. Nothing can save you, sir. Only Krishna can save you. That understanding has to come. For that, sometimes Krishna has to show to you, show to us. Lot of great honor and respect people are getting. Lot of things I have. See yourself when you have no money. How all your dear and near ones will go away from you. How the same near and dear who are praising you will start criticizing you. You're a useless fellow. Not able to earn your own rupee. This is the reality of the material world. Bhagavatam explains all these things very nicely. Bhagavatam is trying to wake us up to the realities of the material world. Therefore, you have only one refuge. You have only one source of the satisfaction. Only one place you have is lotus feet. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna. That's only the solace. Now, the king Anga considered like this. This reversals, maybe my son has come in the form of awakening me to the truth. And one night, dead of the night, King Anga left the palace, went to the forest. Next day morning, all the citizens started searching. King is missing. He has not appointed his son as the next king because he knew he is a sinful man. He didn't know what to do. He was so distressed. He ran into the forest in the dead of the night when nobody knew. King is not there. All the learned people, ministers, the soldiers, everybody started searching. Where is the king? Where is the king? King is not found. After searching everywhere, they were not finding a king. Another side, Anga went to the forest, started meditating on the lotus feet of the Lord, performed a devotional service, went back to Krishna. And this side, now there is a big problem. What to do? Whom to appoint as a king? Now, will the Veda become next king? What will happen if Veda becomes the next king? And what will everybody decide? How will Veda really rule? All these things we will discuss in the next class. So today we conclude with this story of King Anga. Gunakara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki.